Hey guys, on this episode of DuPraw Powerskating, we're cooking up something a little bit different in the kitchen. Parmesan a la vapors. Coming up next. Hey hockey fans, Coach Ryan here with DuPraw Powerskating. Thanks for joining us on this episode. I want to first state that if I have time, I would not bake my own skates in my own oven. Plus, I'm a terrible cook. I usually put stuff in the air fryer. Can't fit a vapor in an air fryer, or George Foreman for that matter. But go to your local shop if you can. Get it done right in a professional skate oven, right? However, if you can't, convenience, just like getting your skate sharpened with a Sparks. We're going to show you how to bake a skate in the oven. Now, make sure that you read through all the manual about your boot, the specifics on how it's supposed to be heat molded to your foot. I'm somebody that takes forever and a day to break my skates in. I like them really loosey-goosey. I like them really pliable and flexible on my feet when I'm skating. So it can take me a good month to break in a new pair of skates. I'm not the kind of person that's going to put on a pair of skates that are bakeable and not bake them. With that being said, I would not bake them more than twice, right? After that, you start to break down the boot itself, and you have to be very careful how you do this procedure to make sure you don't affect the integrity of the boot. All right, so number one, go on over to your oven. Bake. You're going to want to set it for 175 and then get that bad boy heated up. Now we aren't going to throw them right in when it hits 175 either. We're going to turn off the oven and make sure that that heat is a uniform heat, right? You don't want just one certain part too hot affecting the way that the boot is molded and everything gets pliable. We want to make sure that it's uniform 100% all around the boot, doing it right. So we hit 175, turn it off, maybe make a cup of joe, maybe we throw some cookies in between. I don't know, but you gotta make sure that it starts the cooling process before you put your first boot in. Rule number one, when you're baking the skate, make sure that you keep your eyes on it, right? You wanna go about 6 to 8 minutes, but I would be checking it at 4 minutes, I'd be checking it at 5 minutes, and just checking for the pliability. The easiest way is right here in the ankle, and giving it a good squeeze. You'll get a good feel. Like right now, you can see how rigid this is, and it just snaps back into place. When this gets really good and molded and pliable, I should be able to squeeze in on it, and it should keep some of that form. All right, that's a hint. And if you need more, you can always throw it in for an extra minute, but I would always go less and then just keep adding, because you don't want to hurt your expensive brand new skates. When you're putting your skate on the cooking sheet, I would literally just try to go something like that, you know. Probably don't want like a lot of the laces and things touching. And for that matter, when you're done, the eyelets are going to be highly susceptible to being pulled out because they're going to be pliable as well. So there's a certain way I want you to lace and tighten when you get these on your foot. So we'll be putting it in just like that. When you take it out, you either want to put some mitts on and you want to be touching it on the boot. I wouldn't get anywhere close to that blade. It's going to be piping hot. So we preheated the oven, we hit 175. So next we're going to turn it off. There you go, oven's off. We're gonna let it set for about a minute, get that heat all uniform throughout there. We're gonna open it up really quick, toss in the vapor, and then we'll leave it in for the first. We'll check it after about 5 minutes to see how pliable it is. Now remember, you only have yourself to blame. If you can take it to a shop, get it baked correctly. If not, you do it on your own, you bake it, you bought it. Okay, so here we go with the first boot. I've already got it opened up too. All the laces are super loose, as you can see, because when we take it out, I want to put it right on my foot. So we're going in for the first 5 minutes. Open it up, pop her in, close it right back up. Okay, so you can see that it is good and pliable right now. Got to get it right on the foot. Be careful, stay away from the steel. Just like when you're putting your skates on, kick her all the way back, solid into the heel. Now, stay away from the eyelets. If they're metal eyelets, they're gonna be really hot. Make sure when you're lacing that you're not pulling back and cranking on those eyelets. Make sure you're pulling out and away when you're snugging her up. And it doesn't have to be like super game tight. I'm gonna show you a couple things to add to the customization and the moldable feature. All right, so we got it all the way up. Crank her down here. Tight on the ankle. You don't want to be walking around. Okay, that's number one. I would not walk in these. However, what you do want to do is keep pressure directly down, and if you're sitting, you can even lean forward a bit, not too much, because once again, you don't want to put stress on the eyelets, but you can lean forward a little bit to make sure you got that molding on that forward flex on your ankle, and then you can also stand on it to add a little bit more width and kind of let your foot and your toe spoil out a little bit. And that's about it. You want to sit there for a good 15 minutes, put something on TV, hang out, and then as soon as it's done, let it cool off for 24 hours. You do not want to skate for 24 hours on a baked boot. Just hang out for 15 minutes, put something on TV, maybe some hockey, and then you're good to go. Take it off, lace her back up, make sure that you tie it up just like this without your foot in it, and then you're good to go. 24 hours, right? Do not skate on it for 24 hours. Make sure you have that set and you know when your next game or practice is before you go back on there. That's it for this episode of DuPraw Powerskating. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, hope you have a great one.